I think that's a High School Musical reference. Hello, I'm Queen Proethian, and welcome in. Today we're going to be discussing low-level LOTRO beginner guides. We're going to start today with the champion class. So sit tight, buckle in, and let's learn how to champion. So here we go. This is my character, Proethian. He is a level 19 High Elf champion, and here he is in Collindim. So handsome. He is cosmetically wearing beginner High Elf intro armor, and he looks fabulous as heck, because, as you do when you're a High Elf, you have to look fabulous. Okay, so we're going to do quick learn how to champion. So, first things first, this is a beginner's guide. This is if you have not played this class before, or you're looking for tips and tricks to get a little better at the low level stuff. So this is going to be for low level newer players. This is not high level raiding setups. This is just basic advice to get you started on your journey into LOTRO. So first, you're a champion. Congrats. You are one of the most popular classes in the entire game. And champion is super popular because it is super easy to play. Not to say that it doesn't take effort, but it is a fairly simple class. It's not a warden. Thank God it's not a warden. I'm going to pull up his character sheet here. To set up your champion, number 1, you want all heavy armor. You want heavy armor. The amount of times I've seen baby champs with whatever mix of armor that they've got going on, I'm just like, sweetie, no. No medium, no light armor. It's not going to have the right stats most of the time. And heavy armor is what is designed for your class. So pick heavy armor. Also, as a yellow line champ, I'll get into trait tree in a second, I am dual wielding. And on this character right now, we have a one-handed hammer and another one-handed hammer. As an elf, I will probably end up with swords. However, that's not super important right now. What's important right now is to try to find things that have might on them, and I don't have those on this character yet. I have not put a lot of effort into this character, to be completely honest. This is on my secondary server, and not on my main server, and my main champ is level 112, so she's not a very good example of low-level setup, so we're just going with Proethian today. All of your gear should be vitality and might based. You are a champion. You need the strength and the health afforded by might and vitality. You tab over here, it'll tell you might is very important to you, and it'll tell you vitality is very important to you. Agility, will, and fate are secondary stats for you that you don't really have to worry about, especially low level. Don't worry about them. They're not your problem. Get your heavy armor on. Cloaks are almost always light armor, so don't worry about that. Cloaks will be light armor, but everything else, you want those to all be heavy. You want to be heavy and have might and vitality if at all possible. These ones are examples. We've got vitality, we've got might. Yes, that little plus sign, that's your stat you want to look at. Next, quick glance over here at our mastery. My physical mastery is kind of shit on this character right now because I haven't actually put in any effort to collecting as high of level armor and weapons as I could. So his physical mastery, which is your stat that'll go up as a melee fighter, as a champion, you can get up to 200% on this physical melee spot where it says increases the damage of your physical melee attacks against level 19 enemies by 58.9%. Personally, I would really like that to actually say at least 100%. However, I need to go get a full set of crafted gear. I don't have any crafted gear on right now, so that would really help my stats if I were to go do that. So on my to-do list, tactical mastery is the one that you will have for your healers and your magic classes. Your non-melee fighters will mostly have the tactical mastery, so we don't worry about tactical mastery on a champion. Okay, so other notes on the character panel here. If you don't know, click the cosmetic outfits button and you can cosmetically equip whatever you want so your character can look however you want. That's where those tabs are. Do not put cosmetics in these slots. You will not have the stats of the important things that you need the stats from these. Wear them. Put your cosmetics over here and change your outfits. That's where you do that. As a champion, you get a bow. So shoot people, summon people. You can pick people out. People, I should not say people. Mobs. You can pick on mobs. Pull aggro one at a time from mobs at a distance because you have a bow. This here is a toolkit, which is going to be your best friend, so you're not swapping through different tools. So you can either buy one from the store, don't do that, or just ask a metalsmith if they can craft you one. That'll be your best bet. Make friends with a metalsmith. Or be a metalsmith yourself. That's another good option. Okay, so moving on from the literal character panel here. What we're going to pull up is down here the trait tree, which I don't think I've fiddled much with his. Yellow line is going to be dual wielding, and red line is going to be most likely a two-handed weapon, and in blue line it's kind of whatever. You're technically a tank. It does not matter. Do what you want to do. That's just the general idea of what you would like to do for weapons for your trait tree. Okay, so what I'm doing on this character, which is what I would recommend for most people, is to start yellow line. The Deadly Storm is AoE destruction. It's very fun. It is the run around, collect all of the mobs to you, shing, 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 and then they're all dead. It is very fun. I would highly recommend. Red line is single target, so that's good if you are fighting, say, a boss, or you have a couple of really hard to kill enemies, or you're doing higher tiers of instances. That could be helpful. By the time you get to higher level, what my other champion is she is a combo. So you grab Stalwart Blade from blue, you grab your critical chance and your brutal strikes from red, and you fill out a good chunk. I don't use Great Cleave ever. And I don't use the horns either, but I know some people do. Some people like the horns. You're going to pick and choose a little bit through here, but just start filling it out in yellow for the super fun kill everything energy. Blue is a little more tanky, so that's a little bit more. You're going to probably want to be in a fellowship if you're going to want to go blue. You can't kill things very quickly. It's like being a guardian. If you wanted shing shing kill everything, you gotta go yellow. You can't go blue. Blue is shing, 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 shing. Oh look, one died. Shing. It's like playing a guardian. If you want to do that, go play a guardian. Alrighty, moving on. I have the high elf traits on here. Race traits. Those get unlocked as you go. But virtues are super important. If you're a free-to-play player, I think you only get the first two unlocked. I have been VIP, so I get things unlocked, more virtue traits unlocked. If you only have 2 virtue slots, or possibly just one or two, your top ones are going to be Zeal and Wit. Those are the ones you want. I'm sure some people argue with that, but that's what I'm going to tell you. Zeal and Wit, those are going to be your best friends. Also, I don't know what other ones I have on my main, but those are your top 2. Those are your besties. Zeal because it has might, physical mastery, and crit rating, and Wit because it has finesse, crit, physical, and tactical mastery, and the passive bonuses with extra physical mastery. I think the other ones include determination because that is a physical mastery boost, and as you level up, physical mastery is one of the things that you do want to invest your virtue points into as a champion. Second, I'm sure some people are going to ask, which class race combos should I use? Honestly, in LOTRO, it doesn't matter that much. I know there's people who do care, but it really doesn't matter that much. If you want to play a dwarf champion, an elf champion, I don't think hobbits can be champions. I don't think hobbits can be champions. As long as it's permitted when you're making your character, do what makes your heart happy. That's how this is going to work. You're going to have more fun playing it the way you want to play it, and that's what matters. If you're having fun, then heck yeah, do it. Do it that way. That's what you want. If you're not having fun, there's no fucking point in playing. Do what you want to do. This here is your class item slot. You get a rune stone that goes there. I know you can buy them, I think, from the champion trainers for your very first ones. And then when you get to legendary items, it will be your legendary class item. So when you get to legendary items, you'll have your class item that'll go here, and you'll have one weapon that'll be a legendary item. Now, the legendary item system is being completely revamped in the next couple of weeks, so I'm not going to talk about LIs because it'll automatically be old news. So, heads up, this is all going to be like below level 50 information because approximately level 50 is when you'll get your LIs. Double left click to shoot him, and then ching. This is essentially it. You just gotta shoot them and then hit them. Your battle frenzy is not actually an attack, that just builds your fervor. Your fervor bar here gets you the basically energy points you need to make attacks. So we're gonna shoot the wolf with the bow. He's gonna run at us. We're gonna hit number 2. And he's already dead because he's super low level. What I've got here is Blade Wall, Savage Strikes, Swift Strike, Rend, Blade Storm, Wild Attack, and Raging Blade. Raging Blade is going to be your best friend forever. My favorite attack on my higher level champion. And then we also have Bracing Attack, which has a heal included. Champion's Challenge, which is a taunt to summon enemies to you. And Wrath of the Firstborn here is a damage increase that I get for being a high elf. When you look at choosing new armor, what you really want to do is look at the stats that are on the armor rather than the item level or the armor rating. The armor rating does not mean very much to you. What does matter is the stats included. So this one's a good example. Currently I have this helm equipped that has 3 might but only 66 armor, while I have a helmet in my inventory that's 132 armor and 2 vitality. I'm going to choose the one with 3 might, despite the fact that it has less armor rating. And an even better example here, I've got these, I upgraded my boots because these ones were 245 armor rating, which is a significant increase from the 102 armor rating, but the real reason I picked them was because it's a +4 might rating rather than the 2 vitality. So the 4 might outweighed the 2 vitality, and that's why I chose them. Quick little summation on what armor to choose if you're not getting crafted gear. Always heavy armor. Please, little champies, please, all heavy armor. If you have not played LOTRO yet in your life and you're thinking, maybe I'll give it a try, then go ahead. It's free. Download it from either Steam or the Lord of the Rings online website. You can download it there and get started. You can start for free. It is technically a free game. There's lots of things to buy, so part of my guides will include what you do and do not need to buy. Holler if you have any particular questions. Drop any other questions in the comments below. I will answer to the best of my ability. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again sometime. Thanks. Queen out.